lot of talk about breathing tonight, so let's get some breathing in. We got 20 slides, 15 seconds each for the accomplished breathers out there. That's like 7 seconds in, slight pause, 7 seconds out, slight pause. Because really the power of inverse focus is about in and out. I've had the chance to be attached to projects that are so beautiful here in San Francisco. They take thousands of people to make happen. I've been at the genesis of these projects, and it's confusing to me, because the truth is I feel very broken. I feel damaged as a human being, and I think part of that damage is what drives me to make these projects happen in our city. I have a profound love of this space, this place that we call home, and the vision of San Francisco as a city of all, and have literally turned away offers to work all over the world just to stay put, go deep, build a high-trust network here in San Francisco, and just prove the power of the place that we live, be part of it. But let me take you to what I think is how this is happening, because it's pretty incredible to me, and I've heard this line from Alonzo King, that all the universe is lines and circles, all of it. Look around the theater, look at the lines in the curtains and the balls and the ceilings. I really love this change in perspective. And the notion of these planes and these points are so powerful because they're infinite mathematically. They go on forever, or they're so fine a point that they're not even a point. They don't exist. So just imagine for a moment that the point exists in the center of your head like a lens, and everything through that lens gets inverted, just like if you held the lens up in front of you. And this is this point of inversion, where if you took these two big lines and you let them go up into the infinite nature of space and then down into the infinite nature of yourself. This is the balance back and forth of manifesting. This is the point of inverse focus that I rely on all the time as a matter of practice. There's the outer world. I heard that there's as many galaxies in the heavens as there are more galaxies than there are grains of sand on Earth. And it just blows me away, the nature of time. It makes me feel so humble and small, a speck upon a speck upon a speck. But then there's this other part of it, my own consciousness, this inner self, this infinite space that it's mine. You know, this is my time to be here. I'm not sure what life is really about, but I do know that this is my little finite moment that's the infinite self, this place to explore that is mine, this other concept of just oneness. I don't experience this a lot, but the idea that there's no distance between me and you, that we're one, and we're one with the planets, and we're one with those grains of sand. There's just no distinction. And then you come back to this other place, this dangerous sensation of ego. What drives you? The place you have to investigate and interrogate all the time if you want to manifest at a beautiful and larger level. There's this fierce drive for attainment, to make things happen, to put the entirety of your being, to sacrifice everything to achieve the goals. And yet at every single project that has ever manifested, there's this moment when you just have to let go and you give up. You say, I'm done, this can't happen, and you release it, and the power of that detachment is always so strong and surprising. It lifts everybody up around it once you can finally let go of that thing you've been looking for. And this notion of who you want to be in the world, the truth is I don't get out of bed in the morning unless I'm filled with rage. But I have learned that if I want to be peaceful in the world, I need to learn to find the love in the rage. And that requires me to be fierce within myself, to challenge that ego, to challenge those fears, to see where it is that I'm letting the worst part of me dictate what I'm doing, and to just really be ruthless with myself in some ways. And then there's this other aspect, this notion of, I'm calling it a life of love. Really, it's just this big, beautiful, loving existence that we want to have. We're all broken. We all want to be loved. This is the hardest one for me, and this is why it's a practice. I think this is what has to happen for me next, is I need to learn to be loving towards myself, and I don't know really how to do that. But it's part of the practice, and I know that I wouldn't even do it for myself, but I want to do it for the city, because I feel like if I can figure that love for myself, I can figure out how to manifest in this beautiful city in an even more powerful, equitable, fantastic way. So the practice of inverse focus is really looking inward to manifest outward. And by the way, those lights in those bridges will be coming back. Fear not, everybody. So, look, this is my inverse focus. Those words can be anything, and they probably are for you. I would just encourage you in the few seconds we have left here, find that thing you want to make in the world, and then go through that prism and find the change that you need to make in yourself to make it possible. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.